So we're coming out here to take a glance. I haven't been out here. Looks like that plum tree that I moved, it's got a little bit of greenery onto it. Some of it don't, but I think it'll make it. It is a wild plum, so it might be pretty hardy. This is what it should look like, which these are about completely bloomed out. So if we don't get a frost, maybe we'll get some plums this year if the birds don't eat them all. I'm so happy I got this grapevine done. I'm so happy about it. Now, some of these grapes are close together, and not all of them's going to make it. I could just tell. But hopefully, you know, the focus of it is, hopefully we'll get some to live. But the focus of it is to have some grapes here onto the homestead. So I'm super happy about this grapevine here. I used to have just like one grape plant, and we'll say one grapevine, and it gave me grapes, all the grapes that I needed to eat. So I'm super happy about this. Maybe one day I'll get enough grapes to make jelly. This is a peach tree. In the first year I planted it, I got like 32 peaches, and they were super delicious. So each year I'm always anticipating peaches. I do notice that something kind of messed with the bark. My experience of having one of these trees do this, the tree ended up dying because the bark was damaged. And maybe I need to figure out a plan to come and wrap this up. This is a baby that's growing, and I just left it in case this tree dies. This is a smaller peach tree. It is struggling. It's a peach contender. And this right here died out this year. And this made it. So I wasn't even expecting this tree to put out this year. It's still, I'm noticing some struggling going on right there. So we're hoping that we'll get this baby to live. It sure would be nice, but it's always a sad day when the fruit trees die. This is a pear tree. And this is where I put cat manure in there and hanging on a tree. So far it's kept the deers away. But I wrote on here, Bradford pear, which I wouldn't plant at a Bradford pear, because I'm aiming for fruit trees. So, but Bradford pears, they're soft wood, and they put out beautiful flowers. So if it is, it'll be okay, because I was going to start my beehives this year, but I'm not going to have time to give them the attention that they need. So that would be a good place for the bees to go to. Into the future. This is one of those wild plums that I dug up, and it's looking better than the other one. So it looks like it's going to make it. I'm super happy about that. And this over here is a plum. It's got some blooms on it. So most time we'll end up getting another. This is a methyl plum. Most of the time we always end up getting another frost and end up killing the fruit production, the blooms on it. And last year we got I believe it was this tree, we got an apple. This is apple delicious, a red delicious apple tree. We got one apple off of it last year. Now this is what is this? I got something wrote down here. Apple. Okay, so this is I think this was the one that died off, and you see it's all branched out. We're just trying to keep it alive here. And this is Arkansas black apple. So we'll see how they do. I got apple trees way down there. So, we're just basically trying to get the fruit production going here. Get these trees to live. This is blooming out. Some of the figs, this feels like it's going to make it. Some of the figs are making it. Most of them are making it. My vision for this is that I was going to do it this year, But we get so hot here. I don't like how that's feeling right there. I don't. We get so hot here. I don't like the color of it either. That, and I don't see any blooms yet. So it gets so hot here that sometimes this is a turkey fig. Sometimes it's hard to get things to live. So my vision was to get cuttings off of this. That's why I haven't cut any of it off, to make more fig trees. Having this straw around these fruit trees it helps protect it from the heat, and also, you know, keeps it from drying out. But then we got fire ants down here, and I just knocked this down probably about a week ago. Thought I dealt with it, but you see that they had come back. And fire ants will literally kill your trees. So you see where I kicked it right there? I'm disturbing them. Sometimes if you'll keep kicking them, they'll just move. I definitely don't want it around my fruit trees. I don't like these things. Sometimes I wonder why God created them, because they're a nuisance. So this is a crab apple. I believe it's a crab apple. And I have ashes on this. And the reason I'm moving this a little bit, we're fixing to get some rain. And I want to make sure that these trees are getting enough rain to their roots down there. So it's good for a while. You see the ashes from the wood stove. It's good for a while. But I want to make sure that as I look at these trees, that they're getting all the water that they need. And so if it's raining, I definitely need that help out here because of the watering system. So on this pear tree that I thought was a Bradford, I wrote Bradford pear on there. But I pulled the straw back so it can get some good water down there. And I located it as a Kiefer pear. That was good news to me. So I need to make another tag and straighten that out. The reason I'm pulling that straw back, because you see how much is on this, around this fruit tree. And surely it probably goes down, further down, it's a little deterioration of straw. This is another pear tree. Oh, I see some paper down there. Let me dig down there. So I dug around there and I don't see a name on the paper. The paper looks a little bit different than that over there, so I'll probably purchase them at 2 different times. So it does say a pear tree, so the way the paper's looking, I'm pretty sure it'd be a fruitful tree, not just a Bradford pear. So that was super exciting news. I definitely got to go make a tag with that one over there and change that. So we'll definitely change that. Now roots extend out. So when this tree was smaller, I had it around the base because of the roots. When you buy a tree, how little root system you got. So this tree has been here for a couple years. It might be going on 3 or 4 years. At least probably fixing to have 3 years. So we're going to pull that straw away, make sure it's getting plenty of water. This apple tree right here, as you can see, so many branches now. I could originally cut it off and made one tree. Okay, this is from a baby, from the roots of a big tree that I have way down there at the house. But it just came up, and when I was moving, so this tree has been here about 4 years. The mama is really super big, but this soil is different right here. That's the thing. Up there is more richer, and down here, because it's sloping, it's a little bit different. It's more sandy. So we're going to pull this away, get this, make room for this. Now, most people will just take and, like I said, cut say this one, cut these back, these two right here, and then leave that one. But I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to leave it like that and see what happens, because I know those roots are all twisted around one another. Now this fruit tree I bought, and because the tag blew away, only thing I could write on there was fruit tree. It might be another crab apple, because apple trees, they say to have crab apples to help them pollinate and make good fruit. So I'm thinking that's what it is. But anyways, so we got all these pulled back. I'm gonna make my tag, because that's just evidence. If you let those tags run out, then you forget what your fruit tree is. And it's better to know than not to know. This is another one. Tag blew away. I'm looking at it and I cannot even identify the tree. I really can't. So I don't know. I really don't know. I think it might be a mulberry, but I'm not really sure. It seems like I did buy a mulberry. I'm pretty sure I did, but if this is it, I don't know, because I kept putting off not to make that tag. I kept putting it off, and now I have no clue what this tree is. So we got a tag on there. It makes me feel so much better that I know this variety, because I kept thinking this past week, I was like, man, how did I buy a Bradford pear? Like I said, it'd be good for the bees, but I'm into the fruit. So I'm pretty sure that's a fruit tree right there. I mean, yeah, fruit tree, a pear tree. So we got all the straw pushed away from the base of the plant. So when the rain comes, they'll get plenty of water. In the heat of the summer, I can come back out here and push it around that base a little bit. Can you see how much straw I got? So it's good for protection. This straw is slow to deteriorate. Very slow. You see all these sweet gums? I've never seen so many sweet gums. You talk about trying to mow with these things, it's like chopping wood. So I don't know. I think I've got to get a battery for my other lawnmower, and I think that I have like a leaf picker upper, thing that attaches to the back of your lawnmower, and I'm thinking about see if that will get some of these up. There's no way for me to mow like this. They're terrible onto the blades, but I've never seen so many. I'm just not happy about that. But so this is a watering system that I got to figure out how to get it to operate. It's ants. So see if I can get that. If I can get that to operate, then I can get my fruit trees watered properly. I definitely need it out here, but I think I got a plan, and I think it might be the solution to see. Trying to get a plumber is just they charge way too much. It's just ridiculous what they charge. So happy gardening, everybody. I hope that your spring is successful in this garden season. I see my potatoes are coming up over there. So I'm believing my garden season will be successful. I got so much going on. But you know what? If we could just get to look at all these blooms right here and how beautiful they are, and how good it is, the fruit for the birds, the animals, even the insects, the bees, then we've done our duty. We can't just think about ourselves. We got to think about the surrounding environment that we deal with each and every day. So I wanted to come back here, put this dirt here so I can get my truck back here. Drive back here. Ditch is way too low now. But I wanted to see if there was any deer tracks. And because I had like 8 back there at the field. And that way it would let me know how close they are to my fruit trees. So that looks like a cat. That's a cat. You're not supposed to be in there. That's why you crouched down. You gotta flee. Gotta do something about that. Angel, out, out, out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will definitely see you on to the next video. These are my potatoes that's coming up, guys. They're cracking the ground. They're coming up. That signifies me that it's not long for planting season. So these over here, I believe, was the red, and these over here was the Yukon Gold. On top of there is rabbit manure. That's where the sweet potato is going to go. Because nothing's over there. We got nothing else into the garden. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for being there.